electrifying teams, Grant. Loads of athleticism on the floor. What's it like to play in a game like this?
Oh, B.A., it is the best. It's so much fun. I mean, of course, here we're expecting lots of fast breaks, dunks, just in general, a lot of action. And, of course, the fans love these type of games. I can't wait.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Toronto Raptors. The forward duo, the athletic pair of Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at the 5, roaming the paint.
Strong finish. Siakam with great balance, able to complete the play through contact.
Doubled by Siakam. Pass to Gobert. It's stolen by Pirtle. Inside, here's Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well. Coming off his third All-Star performance, it's easy to say Rudy Gobert is one of the best centers in the league.
Three-pointer, VanVleet. And it's rebounded by Karl-Anthony Towns. And here are the Timberwolves. Conley with the ball. Siakam covering. Conley passes to Towns. That one is off. And Toronto will come the other way. And Smitty, no question, Gobert, one of the best bigs we have in the league right now.
You're right, B.A. The reason why 3 consecutive All-Star appearances. He's led the league in field goal percentage multiple times, and he's a block machine.
Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. And Towns' three-pointer is elite. But some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Grant?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often.
Now here's Barnes. Pass to Anunoby. Now Siakam, covered by Towns. The open shot, Siakam. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
Gotta get up on Pascal Siakam. When you don't, he hurts you with the jumper.
2 points. That one goes.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
The Raptors have gone 4 of 5 so far, looking sharp. Siakam outside. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Back to VanVleet. 6 to shoot. Pass to Siakam. And then Siakam with the jam.
He's heady, he's unselfish. All VanVleet does is make winning plays.
Conley passes to Edwards. Now here's Gobert. Outside McDaniels. Outside Conley. Three-pointer. The putback. Pirtle grabs a miss. The Raptors with a lead. It's Barnes on the wing. McDaniels covering. Pirtle, the pass to VanVleet. Here's Anunoby, and he drives in.
Light on his feet, quick off the floor, and showing creativity. OG Anunoby. Wow.
Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You are so right, B.A. Selecting Karl-Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. 2 important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team. And they're building up steam, getting out in front, and trying not to look back.
They're doing it by building it out, step by step, valuing each possession. The Raptors are taking a patient approach. They understand to get back to a championship level, they've got to grow from within.
And despite setting their sights on the future, Smitty, last season the Raptors still claimed the 5th seed in the East.
Exceeding expectations, that's what they do. And with their great player development program, they have every reason to believe they'll continue to improve.
And then Siakam with the jam.
They're simply not missing. Unreal.
Good shooting can be contagious. You see the confidence running through this team right now.
Now here's Edwards. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. 40 seconds left in the first quarter here. To the paint. It's stolen by Barnes. And a fast break now for the Raptors. Here's Anunoby. That one's wide left. The Timberwolves trail. Right side Conley. No good there. Some solid defense from Van Vliet. The Raptors have gone 8 of 10 shooting. Three-pointer. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Outside McDaniels. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. That one on Barnes.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
He's off on the second. It'll count. And so the first quarter is in the books. It's the Raptors up 8. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Raptors.
Establishing a paint presence early in the game, it really helps and pays big dividends down the line because it frees up your perimeter.
And from the jump, they've also clearly been focused on running effective plays here tonight. And there's been a lot of high-quality distribution from them on the floor.
Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the T-Wolves.
Defensively, you can't let Siakam get all the way to the rim. That's automatic.
Here's Edwards. Drives to the hoop.
Look at the power on that.
He has to be one of the top dunkers in the game today.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Now here's Edwards. Down low. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Woo! The whole arena felt packed. Towns can just be merciless on offense.
And here's Siakam for 3. Right wing. Takes it in. Oh, hammer it home.
Ooh, that hurt. You know, he's known as a lunch pail guy. Siakam showing the crowd a little extra that time.
Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Going all the way to the rack. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And they're on the run. Conley, he's open. Shot is good. Off the back rim and in. Conley's got 5.
So often the catalyst. This time, Conley is on the finishing end off the catch.
Anunoby can't get it to go.
Defense dodged a bullet that time. Total breakdown.
Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Oh, save that for the dunk contest. That flush was so extra.
Whether or not this game is close, he's the same guy, focused on finishing firm at the rim. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, Pascal Siakam's play had dipped for a while after he got the big bag. He said, it was like, you got the max contract, but are you the guy? That's something I really struggled with. But there's still another level that I can get to, and I see myself as an all-star, and there's a lot more to unleash. Brian?
Yeah, just now entering his prime, Allie. Thank you.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Right side Conley. Second chance effort. Siakam pulls down the board.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
And then Siakam with the jam.
Big time move and a big night for Siakam, looking like a perennial all-star.
And Smitty, the Toronto Raptors, the lone Canadian team in the NBA. They take great pride in that.
Since the Grizzlies relocated to Memphis in 2001, Canada has belonged to the Raptors. BA, you can tell they take pride in this. They don't just represent the city of Toronto, but the entire country.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Now here's Conley. He's got 5. Here's Edwards. And the the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on Jakob Poeltl. In the past, you'd see coaches use the fire and brimstone approach. We don't see that much anymore, Smitty.
No, times have changed. It's still okay to get emotional and do some hard coaching, but now you have to stay in control, or sometimes you will lose the players' respect.
So Toronto ends up going with a new group. Achua passes to Barton. Here's Trent. There's the triple. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Pass to Trent. Outside for Boucher. Outside Porter. Back to Trent. Barton against Conley. Barton, the pass to Achua. 4 on the clock. The Raptors need to get off a shot, and it's going to be a 24-second violation. They turn it over, and it's a completely new group for the Timberwolves. There's 47 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Trent with a double. To the inside. A slam dunk by Reed.
I'll tell you, at his size, once he gets it in there, it's over.
Toronto's gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Trent finds Boucher, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Naz Reid. That's his first foul.
These calls can be so difficult for officials to make.
30 seconds left in the first half of this one. Boucher outside. And here's Porter outside. Nice start for him, sinking his first shot.
Hey, in his first year in the league, Porter hit only 19% of his threes. But over his career, he's raised that average to right around 40%.
Pass to Noel. That one doesn't drop. Achua with some nice D. Boucher down low. Here's Trent. No good on the buzzer beater. Tough. And so it's Pascal Siakam making highlights for Toronto, providing the scoring punch right now, putting up a cool 22. More 2K action in just a moment. And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Man, what can you say? Pascal Siakam, an impressive effort here today.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
And Minnesota calls time here. The Raptors with a lead. Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. We've got Achua, Chris Boucher out there with Otto Porter. Then there's Gary Trent, and it's Barton in at the 1. Now here's Porter. Back to Barton. Outside for Boucher. Sinks it from distance. Boucher's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And we've seen Boucher be more willing to take threes. You understand why. Splash.
Pass to Gobert. And Gobert with the stuff.
Tremendous intensity from Gobert. He sees an opening and leaps up for a slam.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert, a main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive angle. Just great work cashing in on the fast break.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Now here's Barton. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Outside Edwards, going inside, and Edwards slams it in.
You can really see their confidence growing as this game has gone on. They have reason to believe that.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up. but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
And Edwards slams it in.
And you look at how they've come out in the second half. It's almost like night and day.
In this half, a more entertaining one. The pace is picked up, tougher defense, better ball movement.
A line change here for Toronto. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Pass to Pirtle. Back to Van Vliet. Out to the right wing. The open shot by Pirtle. And again, Toronto no good.
Missed opportunity, wide open from mid-range. He would love to get that one back.
Impressive one-hand slam right there, B.A.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is. And it's hard to overstate the impact OG Anunoby has on defense, Craig.
Hey, B.A., an absolute terror on the wings. I mean, he has great length, moves well, just one of the best one-on-one perimeter defenders in the league.
When you talk about OG Anunoby, here's a guy who gets better every season, works hard on his game.
Conley finds Edwards. He can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Siakam. Barnes with it. Towns covering. Anunoby against Conley. Pass to Pirtle, and here's Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Barnes. 5 to shoot. Now here's Pirtle, defended by Gobert. Second shot opportunity. Back to Barnes. This one for 3. Goes up again. Pirtle, the pass to Barnes. Siakam for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Edwards from the arc. That shot is off. So the Raptors will take it the other way. And there's Van Vliet on the assist from Anunoby. Van Vliet's got his first bucket in this one.
I mean, terrific speed from Fred Van Vliet, going all out to get where his team needs him on the break.
Towns passes to Gobert. The kick out to Conley. It's Edwards on the wing. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Pirtle's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
You know, the first player ever drafted out of Austria, Jakob Pirtle, is blazing his own path, inspiring a new wave of basketball players.
Toronto has gone just 1 of 6 from long distance here in the third. The shots just aren't falling. We've gone about 3.5 minutes here into the third. The 3 is up. Towns with a rebound. You know, Pirtle's country of Austria, they've never qualified for the games or world championships, Smitty.
You're right, B.A. And I know he really carries the flag for Austrian hoops, but the game is growing there because of Jakob Pirtle. Look at what Dirk did for their neighbors in Germany.
That is a rarity. When he takes flight, he usually hammers it home.
The kick out to Edwards. A shot to stop the drought. And the ball out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Toronto shooting at about 44% so far. Pass to Anunoby. Launches a 3. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Back to the basics, unleashing the one-hand flush.
Boy, he makes the basics look pretty outstanding, though, huh?
That's true.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Doubled by Van Vliet. Left side, Edwards. To the middle. Towns against Siakam. And we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
Gobert passes to McDaniels. 4 on the clock. Floats one up. Another shot. And Gobert with the lay-in. Gobert's got 6 points.
On the boards, Gobert is unstoppable, easily winning himself a second chance look.
Anunoby. 3/4 of play and a close one here. Timberwolves ahead, up by 3. And right after this, we'll bring you the... And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
You know, it takes good vision and it takes good decision making right there. He showed both, and he did so at a very high level.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Timeout called, the Timberwolves. And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. As this game enters its final moments, he told his guys to keep their cool, saying, quote, no sloppy play. Let's stay true to what we do best. We're almost there, gentlemen.
Thank you for that, Allie.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
Minnesota with the ball. It's a 3-point game. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Conley in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Pascal Siakam with the rebound. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game. But I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players, and becoming a more mature team.
No team has had to make more sacrifices than Toronto during the pandemic.
You are right about that, BA. I mean, they had to change their home base to Tampa. In essence, they spent an entire season on the road. It was tough for everyone, but the Raptors faced some big challenges.
Great job there to make this a 2-possession game.
Anunoby passes to Pirtle. Now Siakam. Here he goes. And then Siakam with the jam.
You got to be impressed by Siakam's athleticism, cutting to the rim with such force.
Pass to Gobert. 60 ticks off the clock here in the 4th. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. And the Timberwolves lead by 4.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
Here's Siakam. Edwards pulls it in.
And see, he had his momentum going forward, but really didn't need to lean in there. He was wide open.
Over to the left wing. Back to Towns. There's the 3. And it's Toronto with a rebound.
He had more than enough room to hit that, just couldn't make it happen.
Van Vliet finds Anunoby. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
OG's a tricky cover, has strength, has quickness, and just still learning the game.
Both free throws good from Anunoby.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
Towns for 3. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Great game for him. Double-double now. Pass to Pirtle. Siakam, right side. And they waste no time getting those 3 points back. Siakam's got 5 points in the quarter.
Anything you can do, I can do better. That one felt a little personal right there.
Sometimes it's a matter of pride, answering back with a 3 of his own.
So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. It's going to be on OG Anunoby. All right, guys, a breakdown here of the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
I just love how they're taking advantage of their chances to run, and they're pushing it. Fast break points can win you ball games.
Well, they've also been impressive, forcing a ton of mistakes. Not only that, but converting those mistakes into points on the other end.
Love how Van Vliet has extended his range over the years. Not everyone can do that to that extent.
McDaniels from long range. Another miss by Minnesota. For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 5 since this 4th quarter started. It's Barnes on the wing. to take the lead. Minnesota with a rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Outside Conley. Here's Edwards. And Anunoby pulls it down.
Huge challenge at the rim. The defender could not have played that any better.
Right side Barnes. McDaniels against Anunoby. Siakam left side. Just 5 to shoot. Kicks it out to Barnes. Over Edwards. Tries again. Anunoby. Oh, he misses the go-ahead basket. Minnesota in the lead. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Pirtle. Shot is good by Edwards.
The defense kind of opened up for him, and he took full advantage.
Toronto's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Here's Siakam, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Such an important part of what this team does. A lot of weight on Siakam here.
He hits the first one, and that brings him within 2 here. Siakam hits them both.
No doubt about those free throws. This is why you put the ball in his hands.
Conley against Van Vliet. Towns passes to Edwards. Back to Towns. The kick out to Conley. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Edwards.
Gotta love the shot blocking ability of Pirtle. Wonderful timing right there.
Pass to Barnes. Towns with the ball. Siakam covering. And the call will be against Fred Van Vliet. That's foul number 2 for him. Here's Conley. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Grant, they'd love to milk the clock here.
No question. They're in a great situation right here. There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
Anunoby for 3. Cash. Oh, an enormous three-pointer.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
This was obviously a focal point coming out of the break. Look smart when the shots are going down.
Siakam in the post. Over Edwards. Regulation is ended, and we are headed to overtime. Don't go to... Boy, these teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters. Now we're headed to overtime. This one should be fun. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. Anunoby passes to Pirtle to take the lead. And Anunoby gets it to go on the assist by Pirtle. And the Raptors lead by 3. The Timberwolves shooting an average of 43% from the floor. Towns against Siakam. From deep three-point range. Towns passes to Conley. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Second chance shot. The shot no good. Pirtle with some nice D. They've done a great job of moving the ball tonight.
Yeah, B.A. Keeping everybody involved keeps everyone engaged.
Anunoby against McDaniels. Outside Anunoby. Pirtle with a screen on McDaniels. Anunoby for 3. It doesn't go for him. And Minnesota will come the other way. They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score. And in the big moments, Towns ups the ante, which allows him to knock down the important shots.
Anunoby passes to Siakam. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Siakam's got 31.
I'll tell you, Siakam's earned these opportunities. He can get you buckets when you really need them.
Conley against Martin. The kick out to Edwards. Pass to Towns. Double team on Towns. Back to Edwards. Fires the three. Barnes with the rebound. Barnes has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Siakam outside. About 2 minutes into OT now. It's been a good one. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Siakam in the post. Guarded by Edwards. Anunoby. And some solid defense from Towns. And now the T-Wolves on the break. McDaniels passes to Gobert. Towns with the ball. For three, Conley. Pirtle grabs a miss.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Outside Anunoby. Siakam outside. Pirtle with a screen on McDaniels. Siakam, no good.
The whole arena knows they need a three to force another overtime.
Pass to Gobert. Now here's Conley. To tie it up. He's off from three. So a close game sees Toronto taking this one. Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Grant Hill, Steve Smith.
these teams rely on their backcourts to lead the way for them.
And if anything, it should make for an entertaining basketball game. And it becomes a little bit of a chess match when it's a backcourt duel. Those are always fun.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Thibault in at the 3 slot. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And how about a year ago? 82% on his foul shot. So he was reliable when he went to the line.
And Karl Anthony Towns said he believes that he is the greatest big man shooter of all time. What do you think?
Well, Kev, I think a guy by the name of Dirk Nowitzki might have a thing or two to say about it, but I love Karl Anthony Towns' attitude. You have got to believe in your skills if you're going to have the kind of success that Cat has had in this league, and we know he is lethal from deep.
Now Conley, after the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Now Edwards, 5 on the clock. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here, and that one is good.
I can see Mike Conley an innate sense for where that shot clock is, and I've got to make a shot, no problem.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic. Here's Grant. There's the drive, and the dunk by Grant.
I'll tell you, that vertical ability he has puts him in select company in NBA power forwards. May not have great size, but boy, he plays bigger than it.
Now, here's McDaniel. Misses the layup. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. Thibault kicks to Grant. Here's Nurkic. Gobert with the block.
Defensively, few players have had a bigger impact than Rudy Gobert. That combination of energy and length and commitment, so good defensively.
Now, here's Thibault. Here's Lillard. Tough break there, shot after shot. They couldn't get anything to fall. And it's Towns penetrating, and the dunk by Towns.
Come on now, that is 6'11", 240-plus pounds. Karl Anthony Towns on the deck to the cup. Good night.
Thibault on the wing, covered by Conley. Here's Towns. Gobert trying to get open. Can't get the reverse flush. For Portland, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Grant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. You know, Greg Anthony, people talk about Jeremy Grant as a scorer, but what about his passing?
Significantly better moving the ball along. He's leaving no stone unturned as he looks to maximize his abilities.
Well, I like how Jeremy Grant continues to work on his game. The jumper is coming along, and he remains an exceptional defensive player.
And stolen by Thibault. Here's Lillard. What a terrific move that was.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Here's Conley, following the score by Damian Lillard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
Hard work pays off right there. Anthony Edwards finds himself in the paint and draws contact.
That one misses.
And how about the impact Anthony Edwards has had?
This guy's a real game changer on the floor. Scores it at a high clip. Can play big inside and play big outside. Does everything on the floor with a passion.
Oh, my goodness. Wow. What a play.
Oh! Is Dame trying to get in the dunk contest? Looked like it on that incredible finish.
Grant at the elbow. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Grant's got 6.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Gobert dishes to Conley. Up and in on the layup.
Boy, Rudy Gobert, usually the recipient of that kind of pass. That was nicely done, Rudy.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. Kicks it out to Grant. Pass to Simons. And it's Thibault in the corner. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
It's Edwards on the wing. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Edwards. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Portland leading by 4. Lillard attacking. Yes, that goes in. 6 points for him.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Lillard finds Thibault. Simons up top. Lillard against Conley. Lillard misses.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
And the call will be against Yusuf Nurkic. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Timberwolves with possession here. They trail by 6. Towns, the pass to McDaniels. The kick out to Towns. Outside Conley. The 3. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so the first quarter is in the books. Trailblazers lead by 6. And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
These guys have been so quick off the dribble, finding great lanes to attack and getting themselves to the basket.
We've also seen them show a willingness to take advantage of the mid-range opportunities. The defense conceding these looks, and they're cashing in.
Here are the 5 Portland has to start the second quarter. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. And it's Thibault in at the 3. Trailblazers leading by 6. Lillard the pass to Thibault. Misses from short range.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Oh, maybe a little sauce. Anthony Edwards rise high and finish over the defender. Guys, you have to remember when thinking and talking about the Minnesota Timberwolves, it's an organization that is still so young.
Love seeing a point guard who can explode to the rim like that.
Oh, great attitude and even a better finish.
Boy, it's incredible how much explosive scoring ability can come from the lead guard position. That is a big-time play.
To the middle, and now Portland on the break. Towns with the steal. Edwards against Simons.
Boy, defense has no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Lillard the pass to Grant. Back to Lillard. Stolen by Conley. Towns with it. Grant on him. And it's Towns missing.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Grant kicks to Simons. Boom, he jams it straight down.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Craig, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Lillard outside. From past the arc. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Timberwolves trail by 6. Driving to the basket. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And something you always hear about Jaden McDaniels, Doris, is how effortless he makes the game look.
Kev, when I watch this guy play, I feel like he glides through an NBA game. There's a finesse that you don't necessarily see from players his size. He's a handful on the low block. This young man is brimming with potential.
And the rejection by Towns. He He dishes it to McDaniels. Back to Towns. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Well, we're talking 6'11", 240-plus pounds. If Karl Anthony Towns carves out space in the paint, good night.
Out of bounds. Minnesota takes possession. The Timberwolves have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Out to Edwards. Back to Conley. It's good. This game is all even. Conley's got 6.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
And it's Simon's missing. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Out to Edwards. And there's a minute 45 left to play in the first half. Towns, the pass to McDaniels. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Gobert. Back to Conley. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Minnesota calls timeout. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
A new lineup here for the Timberwolves. Grant goes in, and the dunk by Grant.
Well, Jeremy Grant going to give a little lesson in how to finish off a drive. Whoa.
Here's Noel. Covered by Lillard. 1:05 left here in the second. And now running up the court, Lillard pushing it up. Pass to Noel. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
And they've repeatedly pulled inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off. Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky he was off.
Prince with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. Minnesota again turning it over. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the half. Now here's Lillard, guarded closely. Here's Simon, and he goes in for the dunk.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Chalk up 2 there.
Textbook. Nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
Grant gets a wide open look. And the 3 off target. Here's Alexander Walker. Here's Prince. So a tie game here as we finish the first half. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
No problem fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
And the Timberwolves call time. Oh, and with all the gifted range shooters in this league, Doors, it seems like in the clutch, more teams go for those long-distance, quote-unquote, Hail Mary threes, rather than 2 quick field goals inside.
Well, it makes sense if you have guys who work on those types of shots. We see Stephen Curry do this all the time. But I don't always agree that that should be the play. If you have the time, go for high-percentage 2-point looks.
And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the 1. That's Chris Finch's 5 as we get into the second half. It's Edwards on the wing. Covered by Simon. And Edwards with the stuff.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
What I love is the heart, the fire, the tenacity. This is absolutely fantastic.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Down low, here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
Yeah, quick thinking, wins Dame assists. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish.
Greg, you take a look at Nurkic. He is at his best going against big-name center.
Nurkic is the kind of player who rises to a challenge, can be a bit inconsistent in what he gives you, but he loves the challenge of going up against the best.
And his presence as a scorer, it just has a calming effect for the rest of the team. He's a fallback option whenever they need one.
To the inside. And there's the pass to McDaniels. Back to Conley. The Timberwolves working the ball around now. McDaniels finds Edwards. For three. Kept alive. Left side, Towns. Here's McDaniels. Towns dishes to Gobert. Out of bounds. Portland takes possession. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
Edwards kicks to Towns. Edwards passes to Towns. Out to Conley. Out left to the wing. Outside, Towns. With one on the clock. And then Karl-Anthony Towns with the jam.
Two things there, guys, to get to that offensive rebound put back by Karl-Anthony Towns. Instincts and positioning, both in play.
Lillard, the pass to Grant. Lillard outside. Here's Nurkic. Second shot opportunity. The shot that time not on target. And Minnesota now the other way.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Outside Conley. Some solid defense from Grant. Trailblazers leading by 4. Lillard outside. And he slams it down right on top of Karl-Anthony Towns.
And we've seen Lillard take over games. Tonight, no exception. The defense has simply had no answer for this man.
Edwards. Rebound by the Trailblazers. 1:37 left to play in the third. GA, something that's kept Portland from getting over the hump is their defense.
Kevin, their defensive rating hasn't been pretty for several years. It's a point of emphasis for the Blazers going forward. Shore up the D and try and take that next step.
And Nurkic has it in the corner. The three. And it's McDaniels with the rebound.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Conley kicks to Towns. This one for three, and stolen by Lillard. And Grant with the clear path to the hoop. The finish, no stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. That one is on Towns. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Trailblazers.
And they're playing beautiful basketball right now, racking up the assists by playing so unselfishly, just finding the open man.
The other thing that's been impressive is really just relentless driving the basketball. Doesn't matter if the defense is there, they are challenging them and getting it done.
Timberwolves trail by 10. Inside, over in the corner, McDaniels. Outside, Edwards. Tries again, into the lane. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. Jeremy Grant picks one up.
Well, Anthony Edwards has got a well-rounded offensive game. He can put it on the deck and draw contact. Shows you right there.
That misses, so he splits the free throws.
And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simon's the big name from that core.
Towns finds Conley to the left wing. To the middle. Here's Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
Well, if you want to pinpoint one thing about Mike Conley, it's his feel for the game. That's a pretty pass.
Grant surveying the D. Pass to Simons. Over Edwards. And that one released in time, but no good.
What aggressive defense from the lengthy Rudy Gobert. This guy covers so much territory.
And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Trailblazers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. On the floor for Portland, at lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position. Back to Lillard. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Lillard's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Trailblazers. And here's Conley outside. Here's Gobert. Edwards passes to Towns. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns. Trailblazers leading by 9. Lillard attacking. Pass to Simons. He's looking for Thibault and finds him. Here's Grant. Banked in off the glass.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
Nobody near Lillard. Makes no mistake on the open jump shot. Lillard's got the lead up to 14 now for Portland. Here's McDaniels. Here's Gobert. That one's off. Still out of sync. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for Portland. 14 points, their largest lead in the game. Nurkic the pass to Simons. Now here's Conley, the fast break opportunity. A three-pointer is right on target.
Well, Mike Conley has proven a consistent three-point shooter in his career. Get a hand up, folks.
Nurkic finds Lillard. Back to Nurkic. Now here's Thibault. Lillard scanning the floor. Simons the pass to Nurkic. Shot clock at 6. Here's Thibault. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Conley with it. Lillard picks him up. Portland leading by 11. Passes it to Simons. And here is Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
This may be as aggressive as Jeremy Grant gets. He is right now lighting up the opposition.
Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Conley gets the bucket.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
Back to Simons. It's stolen by Edwards. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And here's Gobert. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here.
2 minutes remaining.
McDaniels in the post. Defended by Thibault. A nice shot by McDaniels.
Well, we see a lot of emphasis on three-point shooting nowadays, but you'll take that look right there any night of the week.
And Lillard kicks to Simons. Back to Lillard. Thibault on the wing. Lillard outside. out to the right wing. Grant for three. It's rebounded by Towns. Towns has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Edwards dishes to Gobert. Timberwolves passing it around. Nurkic with the steal. Here's Grant. No good. Towns with the defensive effort. Here's Edwards at the crossover and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Let's remember, Anthony Edwards is 6'5" with a 6'9" wingspan. Those long arms, very difficult to deal with defensively. Draws the contact there.
Boy, did they need those free throws to go down. They're definitely within striking distance.
Lillard with it. Conley picks him up, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Over to the left wing. And stolen by Thibault. Here's Lillard with the drive. And then Lillard slams it in.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Portland.
I think the attitude was very impressive. Definitely a competitive game, and they fought through it each step of the way.
Absolutely. They put on a tremendous performance in terms of the effort and intensity. This was a well-deserved win.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Damian Lillard.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got.
What you love about Rudy Gobert is he understands his strengths and where he can impact the game. That is primarily on the defensive end, but also as a screen setter offensively.
Grant for three. That shot no good. And Minnesota will come the other way.
Not enough ticks left on the clock to save them tonight.
I'll tell you, it's never an easy point in the game, knowing whatever you do, you're still coming away with the L.
And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. They get the rebound. Back to Lillard. The pass to Thibault. Goes back up. Unable to get that one. So the Trailblazers win it. This was a very strong show. All right, David, thank you. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge.
And so off the tip, it's Toronto. So here's Portland's starting group. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Thibault in at the 3. Now here's Anunoby. Shot clock at 6. And then Siakam with the jam.
Everyone loves the alley-oop play, B.A.
Yep, one of the prettiest in basketball.
And when you look at Van Vliet on the floor, you would think he gets targeted on defense. But for a player his size, he more than holds his own. That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
The 3 is up. And there's Siakam. That one's good on the assist from Barnes. Siakam's got 5 now.
The more Siakam uses the three-point shot, the more it helps his game. That is what I'm talking about. Wow. Filthy. I mean, just the arena is stunned.
He's got a deep bag of tricks to dig into. Barnes against Thibault. Van Vliet right side. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one. Now Lillard. Simons outside. Back to Lillard. Oh, and the jam by Lillard.
Another reminder that Damian Lillard can be explosive, and we love it.
Siakam outside. And it's off from three-point range.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Grant's shot is off. The Raptors have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Here's Barnes. Up again. It's good on the putback.
Great anticipation on the tip in. He was ready to make that play.
For Portland, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Here's Nurkic. That shot missing. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. Barnes passes to Anunoby. Siakam outside. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. And now it seems Siakam is in his prime. How do you see his place in the league, Grant?
Well, I really like him, but he seems to be an elite second option. Not sure if you want to build an entire offense around him, but certainly has proven to be an important piece to a championship-level team.
Now here's Grant. And Lillard, here we go. Hurdle with the block. Anunoby passes to Siakam. And he's going for the lob. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Pass to Lillard. Back to Grant. Anunoby with a double team. Simons passes to Thibault. Now here's Simons. Down low. Shot clock at 5. Good on the shot.
Nurkic getting more and more comfortable at finding the open men on this team.
Toronto's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Van Vliet, the pass to Anunoby. Back to Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Siakam. Pass to Pirtle. And here's Anunoby. 5 on the clock. Back to Pirtle. Simons with a steal. Now the Blazers moving it up. Here's Grant. And it's going to be out of bounds. Portland will have another go. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And here's Simons outside. On target from range. Simons has got 7 points in the game.
Yeah, Simons has great confidence in shooting that 3 ball, and that consistency will help this squad.
Grant against Siakam. Here's Pirtle. And Nurkic with the block. And another break for the Blazers. Portland running. And it's all tied up.
Aggressive and incredibly quick end-to-end. Lillard is always a threat on the fast break.
Pirtle, the pass to Siakam. Van Vliet outside. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Fires the 3. And a great assist by Van Vliet as that one goes.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Lillard finds Thibault. It's stolen by Barnes. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And an Obi for three. That's tipped. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Thibault passes to Lillard. On the wing, Simons. Here's Nurkic, covered by Pirtle. Here's Thibault with the drive, and he banks in the layup. 8 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. And Siakam, here we go. With 1 on the clock. 1 quarter in the books. And it's been a close one. It's the Raptors up by 1. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. You know, you take a look at the Raptors' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Was simple. Rebounding made all the difference in the first quarter. They really got after it.
Yeah, rebounding can also be just about will, and they showed some of that in going in there and collecting some boards.
Here are the 5. Portland has to start the second. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2, and it's Thibault in at the 3 slot. Grant, the pass to Nurkic. He can't get that one to fall. And Toronto will come the other way.
And guys, so many great players coming out of Canada. The Raptors have converted a nation, not just watching basketball, but to playing it as well.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Toronto has gone 4 of 6 from three-point range thus far. Pass to Barton. The 3 ball. It's rebounded by Grant. And Grant, you think back to those early Raptors jerseys with the big dinosaur. They admit it was aimed at the kids.
Yeah, of course. I mean, rather than win over the older hockey fans, they went after the younger generation. And now they're all grown up and packing the seats.
Boucher finds Porter. And there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And for Grant, in 2020, he wanted the opportunity to finally be the focal point on offense.
NBA, he got that chance. He averaged 10.5 points in his first 6 seasons, and then he jacked that number up to over 22 points a game in his debut season with Detroit. I guarantee you the Blazers are looking for that kind of production alongside Dame Lillard.
Pass to Barton. Let's go with a 3. Trent left side. Achua inside. He's covered by Grant. Here's Boucher for 3. Rebound by the Trailblazers. And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. And here's Lillard from beyond the arc. Rebounded by Trent. Here's Toronto with the ball. They've outscored them 10-2 during this run. And finished off by Boucher.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Nurkic passes to Thibault. Barton with a steal. Fires from deep. That shot off the mark. And it's Portland the other way. Here's Lillard. And there's the drive. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Lillard's got 6 points.
And what a burst from Damian Lillard that time, just seeing that gap and getting ahead of the defense.
Thibault with a steal. Lillard with the ball. Barton covering. Here's Simons over Trent. It's deflected. And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Trent on the wing. The three. Buries it from three. 13 points in the game. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Toronto.
Well, their length and anticipation reflected in their shot blocking totals, making the extra effort to close things out.
Well, right away, they've been hassling ball handlers, just swarming defense and very active with their hands, looking for any chance to force any kind of turnover.
And the basket by Trent.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Here's Toronto with the ball. They're on an 18-6 run. Three-pointer. Portland grabs the miss. 30 seconds left in the first half of this game. Simon's shot is good.
I just love how he runs the floor with energy and intensity, but still stays under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed? He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
Thibault on the wing. Grant against Boucher. Out to the wing. And it's Lillard penetrating. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Man, at the point guard position, are you kidding me? Explosive scoring ability and body control. That results in a bucket and a free throw.
Just 4 seconds left in the second period. Here's Simons going inside. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's the Toronto Raptors.
24.
Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. One guy who's been getting it done is Gary Trent.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Portland calls timeout. Granted, it's a shooter's league, and we're seeing more and more big men float out to the perimeter and knocking them down.
Well, B.A., the game has evolved, and the shooting, particularly from the bigs, is fantastic. But, you know, I wish the bigs had a little bit more diversity. I don't mind shooting from the perimeter, but every once in a while, go mix it up and take advantage of your size mismatch in the paint.
Chris Boucher out there with Precious Achiuwa. Then there's Will Barton. Then there's Gary Trent. And it's Porter in at the three, the small forward. That's the group for Nick Nurse getting going here in the second half.
All the rumors swirling about the Blazers and whether they trade Damian Lillard or not, but they decided to keep him in Portland, build around him, and try to make the most of this shining star's window.
Back to Thibault. Achiuwa with a rebound. Well, the Raptors shooting the ball at 48% so far. And Nurkic comes to help. The kick out to Barton. Puts up a three. And it's Portland with a rebound. Nurkic has got 5 rebounds tonight. Right, and when the Blazers shook things up, many thought they'd do a full rebuild, Brent.
Yeah, but B.A., how do you give full value for a guy like Damian Lillard? I just don't think the return coming back would equate to that. So they've reworked the roster. We'll see if these guys can get back to postseason play and then rely on game time.
Porter's shot is off. Portland trailing here. Here's Lillard. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
With the lineup out there, that might be the last guy you want to foul. Dame's got some of the best free throw numbers in history.
Looking at players with limitless range, Grant. Damian Lillard right at the top of that list.
Oh, B.A. And Lillard, he can just make it look so easy. He gets a lot of his strength on his shot from his legs. On the short list for players you don't mind pulling up from the logo.
So Toronto ends up going with a new group.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Grant finds Nurkic. Banked it in off the glass. Nurkic has got his first basket.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
Van Vliet against Lillard. Back to Van Vliet. No one near him. And it's Toronto with another. And here are the Trailblazers now. 9-point game.
Second team foul.
And we're just about 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Throws it down, and the official calls a foul. It may be a three-point play. They'll pin that one on Pascal Siakam. Back to Van Vliet. Kicks it out to Barnes. No good on the triple.
Well, the D doesn't seem to be too worried about him from three-point range, and he shows us why still. I expect him to make one of those. While we've seen Anthony Simons gradually progress over time and given opportunity with Lillard being hurt last year, and this guy is showing that he's an offensive guy and ready to explode.
Both good from the line that time. And Brent Simons is one of those guards you love having in your rotation.
Yep, a volume three-point shooter. And the one thing about NBA that's standing out is the ability off the bounce to get to that shot. He's very good at it at a young age.
Kicks it out to Anunoby. Just 5 on the clock. Driving inside. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Anunoby's got 5 points.
And that's just nasty right there, guys. He has a tremendous crossover.
Fred VanVleet. That's his second personal foul. 14 foul.
Lillard passes to Graham. And he drew the blocking foul. So he'll go to the line to shoot a pair.
And you talk about a basketball family. Jeremy Grant's father was a pro. His uncle, his brothers. I mean, plenty of competition growing up.
And even though Jeremy grew up around the game, you know, success wasn't handed to him, Grant.
Not at all. I mean, he was a second-round pick out of Syracuse. And he's really had to prove himself as an NBA player. He has truly come a long way.
And kind of par for the course here, right? Coming through with a solid offensive game to help them get this lead.
Pass to Van Vliet. Back to Siakam. From deep. Rebounded by Nurkic. For Portland, they've gotten 3 of 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Grant. That shot, no good. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. Anunoby for 3. Nails it from 3. And now it's an 11-point Toronto lead.
That's pretty much not how they want to defend the three-point line. Somebody's got to shadow him out there.
Thibault passes to Nurkic. Here's Thibault. Barnes comes with a double team. Lillard outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Simons. Count that one. He's scoring at a nice clip. He's 6 of 9 tonight.
And I'm going to watch the coaching staff to see how many times they're going to call Anthony Simons' number with the way he's got it going here.
The Trailblazers have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Lillard passes to Thibault. Thibault on the wing. Back to Lillard. To the paint. Oh, stolen by Anunoby. Left side Barnes. There's the block.
A skilled shot blocker, Grant coming over and is so quick off the floor. Swats that one out.
40 seconds left to play in the third quarter of basketball.
Good awareness and range to get out there for the rebound.
Simons passes to Graham. Oh, it's stolen by Siakam. Van Vliet outside. Kicks it out to Barnes. And there's the lob. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes.
That's tough because that one's preventable. The defense has nothing to do at all with that turnover.
And Portland's shooting the ball at 48% so far. To the inside, Nurkic. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. It's going to be on Otto Porter.
Well, the determination there by Nurkic pressures the D into getting a little bit too physical with him on that shot.
And he makes both free throws. Barton finds Boucher. Trent outside. Boucher on the screen. Lets the 3 fly. The shot comes out. Now a timeout called by Portland. One guy who's been getting it done is Gary Trent.
The defense has to take the ball out of his hands. He's just knocking down every three-pointer he takes right now.
It's stolen by Trent, and so it's Toronto, closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. Their defense is forced it. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
Great hands, great vision. That makes great things happen for your offense.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Timeout called, Portland. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Guys, over the last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups address the team. He called out their ball control, saying, quote, no more turnovers. That has to be the mindset. We need to stop rushing and start dictating.
Appreciate the report, Allie. On the court right now for Portland. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
The Raptors with a lead. Barton with it. Nurkic picks him up. Inside. Thibault with a steal. There's Simons with a 3. Trailblazers keep it alive. Second chance effort. Here he goes. And he lays it up and in.
The handles right there from Simon. Great job of just creating enough space for him to do the damage.
The kick out to Barton. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. And you got to be in awe of incredible defensive efforts like this.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
For Portland, they've gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Barton against Lillard. Great D that time from Barton.
That's the shot you hope for. Right at the rim, just couldn't capitalize.
Pass to Trent. And too long on the shot.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much, much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
Simon's shot is good.
Well, Simon's known for a guy who can really get it going from behind the line, and he can do some damage. He's got length and vertical ability from there.
Barton against Lillard. Barton, the pass to Porter. Achua with it. Hey, from beyond the arc. And again, Toronto, no good. Lillard against Boucher. To the inside. Simons. He can't hit that time. And it's Toronto taking it the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead of the game. Achua with a screen on Thibault. Trent from long range. Hits the trifecta. Trent's got 22.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
Back to Simons. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. Lillard's got 3 assists now in this one. Toronto has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc here in the fourth. Trent for 3. And it's Portland with a rebound. Simons right side. And it's Lillard penetrating.
Lillard just a menace when he's driving inside. Forces the D to act, which is why he gets those calls.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Raptors.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
And you want to talk about ball distribution. They've been dominating that aspect of the game. I think there's a bunch of bankers out there. They're dropping dime after dime.
Anunoby passes to Barnes. Oh, and a vicious dunk by Barnes.
Just rising up to the rim.
Man, when he gets up there, he gets up there. You know what I'm saying? Simons passes to Grant. Here's Lillard, and he drives in. Oh, he powers right through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul, too, and he'll go to the line. That's on Jakob Poeltl. Free throw good, Lillard.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Siakam in the post, working on Grant. Simons with it, and it's Anunoby picking him up. Grant, the pass to Lillard. Outside Thibault. Pass to Simons. Stolen by Anunoby. Kicks it out to Barnes. Another shot. Now here's Poeltl. Now Siakam. Driving in. And then Siakam with the jam.
And this is why the team relies on Siakam. In the big moments, you can trust him with the shot.
Grant outside. Money.
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that. They're a huge possession, and he nets it.
Nurkic against Siakam. There's 42 seconds left in the final quarter.
It seemed like he changed his mind during the layup, tried to pull off another shot, and choked.
Thibault with it. He's picked up by Barnes.
That's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
Trent outside. Three-pointer. And they'll get another chance. Shot clock and game clock. 1 second differential. And they go to the intentional foul. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And a smart choice right there. I mean, you can't allow them to just drain the clock.
He gets the first, and that makes it a three-point lead.
Such an important part of what this team does. A lot of weight on Siakam here.
Ooh, I think that's a wrap. And I can tell you, you can't have more pressure-packed free throws than the ones that are going to seal the game.
Timeout called. Portland. They're trailing by 4. There's 6 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here. All right, guys.
in the locker room. Each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready.
Here we go.
But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniels. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. And it's Conley in at the point guard. Now here's Towns. Count the basket. Get ready, folks. These two teams love pushing the ball. Greg, we could see a track meet tonight.
Two of the top fast break teams in the league, Kevin. As far as keys, limiting turnovers is going to be big because they each want to get out and run when they get the chance.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. And that one's good. Barnes.
And great find by Van Vliet. He's in control of this offense and generally makes good decisions.
Conley up top, covered by Van Vliet. Conley kicks to Gobert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. A nice shot by McDaniel.
And how about the recognition by Gobert? I mean, of course, it does help when you're 7 feet like Rudy. It can give you a clean view of the court.
It's Gobert with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
I had a chance to catch up with Chris Finch. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
Thank you, David. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
And guys, if a game was coming down to the wire and an opponent needed to foul, I mean, he was the guy they wanted with the ball in his hands. I mean, shooting the free throws because of his proficiency there.
Siakam, that's good.
With a harmonious blend of length and strength, Siakam has become a dependable interior scoring option. And one of the biggest stories of the summer was Rudy Gobert being traded. Gets a fresh start with the Timberwolves.
Conley gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now, here's Siakam. Driving in, and Siakam throws it down.
And the handles and confidence of Siakam both have grown just so much. Zero hesitation taking that one to the right. And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Anunoby against Conley. Anunoby passes to Pirtle. To the paint. Van Vliet right side. Siakam a screen on Edwards. Got a piece of it. Stolen by McDaniels. Towns with it. Now guarded by Pirtle. And Pirtle sends it back.
And Pirtle deserves a lot of credit for his shot blocking ability. He's a dynamic and dynamite shot blocker. I'm not sure whose fault that was, guys, but they need to get on the same page here.
1:58 left in the first quarter of the game. Conley for 3. And it's Toronto with the rebound. Anunoby finds Siakam. And Anunoby, here we go.
And the penetrating ability of Anunoby, confident when it comes to attacking the defense.
Conley against Van Vliet. Pirtle with the steal. One-on-one here. Here's Anunoby going inside.
And you can't afford to lose Anunoby in transition. As soon as he has a step on you, it's over.
Towns with it. Now guarded by Siakam. Good. Towns has got his second bucket.
Michael Conley with excellent vision on that pass.
On the wing, Barnes. McDaniels defending. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. 54 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Conley into the Wayne. Edwards kicks to Conley. Fires the three. That one, no good. So the Raptors will take it the other way. Van Vliet, good, and it's Barnes picking up the assist.
And unafraid to challenge the heart of this defense. Van Vliet's a strong finisher for his size.
There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter. Conley finds Towns. Shot to stop the run. A shot off that time. Good D by Anunoby. Van Vliet wide open. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
And he's got a smooth stroke from long range. Van Vliet doesn't just hoist them up. His three-pointers are always going to be high-quality shots.
And so it's Toronto holding on to an 8-point. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for the Raptors?
They've really been pushing that thing in the open floor, and so far the opposition's not been able to slow them down at all.
And they're making their own luck with how hard they're playing, forcing turnovers and turning that into offense.
The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. Anunoby out there with Fred Van Vliet. And it's Pirtle in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the group for Toronto to start the second quarter. And Fred Van Vliet, a player who has always shot well from outside.
And Kevin Van Vliet has continued to kind of take on more of an offensive load. Increased his volume while maintaining efficiency. Not every player able to do that.
And when Pirtle sees a guy on his team open, he finds him right away, whipping that pass there directly.
Passes it to Prince to the left side wing. Offline with his three. Raptors leading by 11. Anunoby has the open look. And again, Toronto with the triple.
The skill level of Pirtle, admirable. So good at getting the ball over to the open teammate.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Noel. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. Misses the step-back jump shot. Timberwolves trail by 12. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you. Takes it inside. It's hauled in by Achua.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over him.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Greg, when you look at Toronto, they have a lot of length and defensive switchability.
They swarm opposing stars and tend to make it very difficult in those passing lanes. So a great profile for a modern NBA defense.
Achua, the pass to Trent. Barton in the corner. A three ball. The rebound by Prince. Timberwolves trail by 13. Puts the move on. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And you talk to the great ball handlers, and they say, Greg, that footwork is an underappreciated aspect of it. Why is that?
It's like a dance. You're eluding the defender mostly with your feet. The ball handling part is just making sure the ball comes along for the ride.
Barton passes to Trent. And now the Timberwolves on the break. And here they go. Good. That one on target from Noel.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Porter with the steal. Trent kicks to Porter. Back to Trent from deep three-point range. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Trent's got 6.
Making the correct read right there. Otto Porter showing you his basketball IQ.
Here's Alexander Walker, defended by Trent. Just 5 on the clock. Noel passes to Reed. And a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Reed's got 4 this quarter.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Achua kicks to Trent. The kick out to Barton. Porter inside. Guarded by Reed. Right side, Porter. Barton wide open. He fires. And the Raptors hit again from deep.
Very respectable perimeter game that Will Barton has. Fully capable of connecting from there.
Here's Noel. Barton defending. Here's Alexander Walker. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. And stolen by Prince. Pass to Noel. Anderson outside. From deep. Toronto grabs the miss.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Well, that looked to me, guys, like a heat check and was maybe a step out of his range.
The pass to Alexander Walker. Now here's Reed. The kick out to Anderson. Boucher with the steal. Here we go, one-on-one. Three-pointer. Barton sinks the three-pointer. Barton's got his second basket.
It's obvious that Barton's jump shot has come a long way. Right now, he's pretty solid at catching and shooting.
And so it's the Toronto Raptors. Thank you, David, and we'll be back. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Fred VanVleet has been sensational.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
So on the floor for Minnesota, 2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Conley in at the point.
And you have to stay up on Conley. When you give him breathing room, he's a threat to pull up.
And the assets traded by the Wolves for Rudy Gobert surprised a lot of people. In essence, 5 first-round picks, 3 of them unprotected. They better hope this thing works out. A lot right now.
And Edwards with the stuff.
Extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's stopping that.
Not when he comes in there with that tomahawk. That's just too much force.
Tell you what, fellas, you cannot throw it down any harder than that. That was a rim rattler.
Timberwolves trail by 15. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And here is McDaniel. He's got 5. Edwards drives in. Siakam pulls it in. The 3 from Barnes. And again, Toronto with the triple.
And the all-around game of Siakam, so adept at working the ball to open guys.
Conley with the 3. A second chance effort. McDaniels passes to Towns. Just couldn't take the lid off. They had their chances, but came up empty. Barnes kicks to Siakam. Some nice ball movement here by the Raptors. For 3, Van Vliet. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Conley with a wide open look. No good with the triple.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, guys. A busy few years for Nick Nurse. In 2019, he helped lead the Raptors to the title, and he was the 2020 Coach of the Year. He says, it means a lot to me that this city and this country loves this team so much, and we can go out there and give them something to be proud of. Of course, Kevin, he's been a key part of that success. Back to you.
Maybe the single most important part of their success, DA. Thank you so much.
And, you know, Conley developed great vision in terms of the floor, and that allows him to spot an open teammate.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish.
Part of what makes him unique, guys, that combination of power and polish.
Pass to Barnes. Stolen by Michael Conley. Knocked loose. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. The kick out to Towns. It's in there. Conley with the assist. Conley's got 3 assists in the game.
Towns is really good at the three-point line, and he's a volume three-point shooter and relishes taking shots from there.
Barnes can't get it to go.
And listen, sometimes even the best of us are going to miss the easiest of opportunities.
Towns down low. Barnes on him. And it's Towns missing.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
And for years, Mike Conley had an interesting title. The best player to never make an all-star game. Well, that changed in 2021 when Conley was named an all-star.
And the dunk by Barnes.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off.
Boy, both ends of that play, guys, were fantastic.
Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
Well, easy does it, Towns is saying to himself. Forget about the threes right now. I'm going to go with the flush.
Van Vliet passes to Burton. Here's Anunoby. It's good from long range. Anunoby's got 10 points in the game.
Could have been much better defense. I mean, you can't give this guy any room to operate.
Passes it to Gobert. Outside, Towns. There's the 3. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And, you know, we know he has this shot in his bag. I mean, Towns enjoys going right back at the opponent with the 3-ball.
Van Vliet with the bucket.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Conley gets the bucket.
Doing all he can so far, but they still find themselves trailing.
Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And here's Van Vliet from the arc. No love that time. With that miss, he is now 6 for 9. Out to Edwards. Here's McDaniels. That three off the mark. He got it up. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Raptors. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. We've got Will Barton. Achua is out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's Porter. And it's Trent in at shooting guard. That's the 5 out there for the Raptors. From deep, Trent. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game. And there's the drive. And finished off by Gobert.
And when Gobert is making a move to the bucket, it's best to just stay out of the way. There's a lot of momentum behind the big fella.
Fires from the corner. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 6th rebound on the night, and it's Otto Porter with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. 60 seconds off the clock here in the 4th. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to be on Gary Trent Jr.
And the length of Gobert can be so difficult to deal with, and that's why you have to be physical with him on defense.
And so it's Barton bringing it up for Toronto. They led by as many as 18 points. Puts up a 3. Good on the triple.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Conley kicks to Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Barton against Conley. Porter passes to Trent. Oh, Porter in position. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Excellent timing that time. Porter kind of hanging around on the receiving end there.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. Timberwolves trail by 13. Now Conley. Pass to McDaniels. And Barnes comes to help. McDaniels dishes to Edwards. Conley kicks to Towns. Just 5 to shoot. Baseline jumper. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
Towns so capable of hurting you from the mid-range area. The defense can't afford to back off of it.
Siakam on the foul. And the Raptors lead by 13. To the left wing. Gobert with a wide open look. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. That's tipped. And going out of bounds. Last touch by Barnes. Timberwolves trail by 13. Conley with the 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Near the three-point line, it's Van Vliet. Offensive rebound. Pirtle kicks to Van Vliet. Beyond the arc. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. The shot from 20 feet away. Gobert the pass to McDaniels. Nails the 16-footer.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Towns with the steal. Deflects the pass. Inside. Van Vliet looking around. Siakam outside. Kicks it out to Van Vliet. Here's Anunoby. That falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Toronto.
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end. Tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And also, guys, they push the ball and been able to score in transition, trying to take advantage of playing in the open floor as often as possible.
And the dunk by Barnes.
Chemistry at its best. An unreal alley-oop.
Yeah, you're right. The pass, the catch, the dunk, all of it perfect.
And it all had to be, because that's not nearly as easy as they made it appear.
Timberwolves trail by 14. Now here is Conley.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Raptors.
And the big difference here was accuracy from three-point range.
And once they started sinking shots, it really stretched out to be and created other opportunities. And anytime they got space, they seemed to just knock down another triple.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Fred VanVleet.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
Edwards dishes to McDaniels. Rebound by the Raptors. They led by as many as 18 points. Anunoby kicks to VanVleet. Three-pointer. Gets the three-pointer to fall. And the Raptors lead by 17.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
The shot by McDaniels, no good. Siakam passes to Barnes. It's stolen by Gobert. And Turtles sends it back. For three, VanVleet off the mark. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really...
tip-off goes to Minnesota. So the opening lineup for the Timberwolves. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the point. Now here's Towns. And he gets the bucket.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Here's Lillard. Oh, and the jam by Lillard.
Oh, erupting at the rim. Lillard can still climb the ladder. After 9 seasons together in Portland, the backcourt duo of Damian Lillard and C.J. McCollum are no longer teammates. C.J. sent to New Orleans.
Gobert passes to Edwards. Towns down low. He's covered by Grant. Towns, that's good. Towns has gotten his second bucket of the game.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
And we know once he gets in the rhythm, he's a really tough guy to stop.
Now here's Thibault. McDaniels with the rebound. Boy, that Lillard-McCollum combination, Smitty. You think it was time to break them up?
You know, I think both were getting a little older. Defensively, their size was a bit of an issue. But I love this scoring duo. They were incredible, B.A. Some great memories in Rip City for Dame and C.J.
Here's Lillard. Simons outside. Pass to Thibault. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Who poked away. Thibault with a steal. And Nurkic throws it down.
Nurkic showing a lot of authority on that finish. He's not messing around.
Towns with the ball. Count that one. Towns has got 6.
And defensively, you have to make him work harder than this, or it's going to be a long night.
Oh, Grant throws it down.
This is a familiar sight. Jeremy Grant making his way to the rim and finishing strong.
And Thibault comes to help outside McDaniels. First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. Towns gets the bucket.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
On the wing, Simons. Grant outside. Pass to Lillard. Here's Nurkic. Drops in the short one.
It's a challenge trying to keep Nurkic off the glass. He is so good at capitalizing on the offensive boards.
Conley passes to McDaniels. That one's good, and it's Conley who picks up the assist.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter. And Yusuf Nurkic, a solid role player, fits well into any team environment. A great passer and doesn't need touches to contribute.
Now here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Attacking the rim with power.
Tremendous finish. Oh, and the jam by Lillard.
This is so fun to watch. Lillard going up with some real power to finish the slam.
And we saw last year, Nurkic can also act as a mentor with young players, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., and that's a great veteran presence from Nurkic. Not a star player by any means, but a player everyone would want on their team.
And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Minnesota.
Right now, it's their passing game, and it's been on point. Doing a great job of moving it around and getting the ball to their shooters.
Another area they've excelled in is the points in the paint. They've been able to gouge the interior defense so far in this one.
Damian Lillard is so explosive inside, and right there, that got him the whistle.
And he can't get the first one.
At the line for Portland. 2 shots.
And the second free throw is good. Minnesota with the ball. They lead by 7. Now Conley. Pass to Edwards. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. Edwards got 7.
What about the passing of Conley? Always ready to zip it over to the open man.
Simons passes to Thibault. And he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And in traffic, he uses the reverse to keep the shot blocker at bay.
What an incredible move. Not everyone has that kind of skill.
He liked to have that one back. That's easy money.
Pass to Simons. Over McDaniels. Back to Simons. Down low. Thibault. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Second team foul.
No good on the free throw.
At the line for Portland, Matisse Thibault. At the line for 2.
That one misses. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns.
A big body to slow down. Nurkic is a handful to stop.
First one falls for him.
Yusuf taking 2 shots.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. For Minnesota, they've gotten all 8 shots to go. They are red hot. Edwards. Thibault with the board. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And count that. 2 points and a chance for 1 more at the line.
I tell you, he is just a resourceful player. Towns making the most of any opportunity to devastating effects.
Grant outside. The shot by Lillard, no good.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. They have a nice 9-point cushion at the end of We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen from the Timberwolves?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2, and it's Thibault in at small forward. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Now here's Thibault. Out to Lillard. Grant outside. Pass to Nurkic. Clock at 6. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Nurkic has got 7 points. Well, you've got stars and you've got closers. Smitty, are those always the same thing?
It's not, B.A. There's some guys that are not stars and they can close. And there's some guys that are stars that can't close. But when you get the superstar, he can do both.
Conley, and the layup is good off the glass.
And Conley, because of his quickness and wingspan, he plays bigger than his size.
Out to Lillard. Up and over Conley. Tries it from 16. And stolen by Edwards. It's McDaniels on the wing. And it's Towns with the power finish.
A former #1 pick. Towns is unstoppable when he's on. A polished offensive talent with great size.
To the middle. It's stolen by Thibault. Here's Grant. Oh, Grant throws it down.
Talk about taking advantage of the opportunity.
How about the anticipation right there that led to the steal? Then he goes straight to the bucket.
Great activity at both ends. Great teamwork as well.
Now here's Conley. Good. He's got 6.
What about the handles of Mike Conley just straight up toying with the D?
Grant, the pass to Simons. Tries it from the block. That one a little long. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 4 field goals in the second quarter. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Pass to Towns. Takes the 3. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
Well, Towns was the perfect selection there. He's always ready to strike with a quick shot.
Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. How about the last couple of years for Jeremy Grant?
BA, 6'8", playing the 3 or the 4. He's really found some comfort in scoring the basketball. Followed up his best season with another great offensive performance last year.
For Portland, they've gotten 2 of 5 shots to fall this second quarter. Here's Simons. Takes it inside. Book it off the crossover.
So dangerous when he puts it on the deck. Simons doesn't let contact faze him.
Edwards against Simons. And Edwards slams it in.
I'll tell you what, it's good to be his age.
Yeah, I don't have memories like that at my age, though.
A sensational defender. You have to know when Gobert is in the area.
Towns against Grant. Towns passes to Conley. Outside McDaniels. Clock at 4. The three-pointer off the mark. Well, Portland's shooting a solid 47%. On the wing, Simons. The shot, no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Edwards with it. He's picked up by Lillard. And Edwards slams it in.
He throws it down with 2 hands. You know he won't mess that up.
Not this guy. He is a big-time finisher. Portland again missing.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And Minnesota calls time here. And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 13-4 run. Noel, no good.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
You know, entering the league, Jeremy Grant was athletic, had top-notch physical tools, and now he has the skills to go with it.
And so he makes both from the line. There's 37 seconds left to play in the half. Alexander Walker with the bucket. Alexander Walker's got his first points in this one.
How about the strength from Alexander Walker, rolling with the punches inside.
Stolen by Reed. On the wing, Alexander Walker.
And great job to establish position and square up.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. And the dunk by Lillard.
Just a smart pass by Nurkic, taking advantage of an open guy.
Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. It's stolen by Thibault. And here comes the break. Here's Grant. Yes, great play by Lillard to set it up. Grant's got 8.
An aggressive move to a strong finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Timeout called, Portland. Here's Nurkic. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves going into the break up 12. They put in work down low, getting in close and scoring in bunches. All right, Allie's ready to... Thanks very much, Allie. We'll be back soon to start the second half. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You know, Karl Anthony Towns has been exceptional here, guys.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Timeout called, Portland. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
You know, he's been a one-man wrecking crew down low. His consistent scoring has dictated the pace of this game. We'll see if they decide to front him, bring a quick double, or maybe even both to try to slow him down.
Kicking off the second half, here's Chris Finch's 5. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Conley in at the 1. Oh, stolen by Lillard. Here's Grant. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. Minnesota's gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Outside Conley. Pass to McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Back to Conley. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
How about that from Conley? The little guy taking it inside and forcing the issue.
And Conley drops them both.
Productive trip to the line. He doesn't like to leave points on the table.
Nurkic high post. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And a minute played as the second half gets going. There's the drive, and it's powered home by Towns.
Looking ferocious on the drive. You know, I love seeing Towns going hard and finishing with power.
The Timberwolves shooting 71%. Their offense has looked unstoppable all game long. Conley with the ball. He's picked up by Lillard. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That's on Matisse Thybulle.
Conley causes so many problems for the defense. He's quick, and he has the ability to score from anywhere.
And Conley drops them both. And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Thybulle passes to Lillard.
He's known for being clutch. When games are tight, Damian Lillard leans into the spotlight and knows how to deliver.
And he makes the first.
At the line for Portland. 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Lillard. Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Conley passes to Edwards, and Edwards slams it in.
Few players in the league do a better job of finding the open man than Mike Conley.
Driving to the basket. Oh, rejected by Lillard. Grant in the post. Towns on him. Back to Grant. Simons outside. Pass to Lillard. Outside Thybulle. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Lillard. There's the triple. And it's rebounded by Karl Anthony Towns. The Timberwolves have got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Double team on Towns. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Grant.
Minnesota ball. Timberwolves ball starts the second half. Let's hear it for your Blazers.
Well, we're into the third quarter. Just over 2.5 minutes played. Here's Gobert. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. The shot by Towns, no good. For Portland, they've gotten just 1 of 5 shots to drop since halftime. Outside for Grant. Pass to Thybulle. Tipped.
2 minutes.
Now here's McDaniels. Left side, Edwards. Wide open. Ooh, and once again, off the mark by Minnesota. Portland has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Now Simons. Back to Thybulle. To the paint. Gobert against Nurkic. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert. Minnesota has gone 3 of 6 from deep so far. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball.
Blazers ball.
A challenging stretch for Portland here. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Dame Lillard can untie your shoes with moves like that.
Lillard's gone 4 of 7 from the floor here. Here's Conley. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns. Conley's got 12 points in the game.
And it gets even worse for them. I mean, he just waltzes down the lane, extending their advantage. Not good.
An uncontested shot at the rim. You have to compete at all times.
And he brings this game a little closer using a huge one-hand slam.
That's a great way to get your team back into it. That's going to be over and back. Not watching the line on that one.
Timberwolves ball starts the second half. Let's hear it for your Blazer D.
So it's Minnesota now. Conley goes in. Pass to Gobert. Outside McDaniels. The kick out to Conley. Oh, stolen by Lillard. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. And the dunk by Lillard.
This is what makes Lillard an all-star caliber player. His ability to fill it up.
Conley passes to McDaniels. Portland grabs the miss. Grant's got 4 rebounds now.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Free throw good. Lillard. .11 seconds left in the third. Simons outside. He takes it in. Deflected. And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Timberwolves ahead. They're up by 11. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set for quarter. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
And just a selfless decision from your two-guard, showing his ability to get his teammates good looks.
At his position, traditionally, his job is to shoot the basketball. Give him credit for keeping his eyes up and just taking what the defense allows.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Chris Finch said to the team. He loves the pressure deep. He told his guys, quote, "We've got them on their heels. They're making mistakes. Do not let them get comfortable. We'll see if they can maintain their disruptive ways down the stretch." Back to you.
Thanks for that, Allie. Now a timeout called by Portland.
Blazer dancers. We need you to make some noise for your...
And Minnesota has possession. 11-point game. Lillard and Simons are the 1 and the 2. Grant and Nurkic, they're inside at the 4 and the 5. And it's Thibault in at the 3, a small forward. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Oh, are you kidding me?
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? What a dunk, BA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in.
It's dance time in Portland. Here are your Blazer dancers.
Minnesota's gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Conley up top, defended by Lillard. Pass to Edwards. And it's Portland with a rebound. Simons outside. For 3, here's Lillard. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
And the dunk by Lillard.
Woo, wait, big finish, big time. And man, did they need that.
You can tell he's trying to get him going with that dunk.
You're totally right. That can be a shot in the arm for them. A spark that turned things around.
Outside Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Putting consistent pressure on this defense. Just the threat of him out there makes this offense work.
Outside for Grant. The 3 is up. Good. 5 for 9 shooting so far.
You know, very few scouts felt that Jeremy Grant would ever become this kind of three-point shooter.
Here's Edwards. That one's good. And it's Conley who picks up the assist. Conley's got 5 assists in the game. Lillard outside. Thibault on the wing. Simons against Edwards. Outside for Grant. Fires for 3. No good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And Edwards slams it in.
Love the decision by Gobert, finding the open teammate, playing smart basketball.
Lillard into the lane. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 11 rebounds in the game. Outside McDaniels. And here's Edwards outside. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. Nurkic just got his 8th rebound here tonight. Thibault passes to Simons. Nurkic with the ball. Thibault with it. Out to Lillard. Back to Thibault. Pass to Grant. Now Thibault. And it goes. As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Timberwolves?
For me, consistent penetration the entire game, and that's given them a lot of options.
Yeah, they've also worked at pounding the ball inside. It gave them high percentage looks all game, and it's paid off. That'll be a move to remember. Wow.
Yeah, great creativity in the air. Thibault with it. Now guarded by McDaniels. Back to Thibault. Takes a 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Timberwolves.
Their unbelievable shooting was probably the biggest difference tonight, but they also got stops.
Yeah, great effort on both ends. Now, they worked for good shots, and they were stingy defensively as well. Just really impressive.
And when you look at the game, the one thing that helped fuel this team to victory was the efficiency for Anthony Edwards.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
And yep, it's good.
Gotta be mindful of Anthony Simons. He looks to score close to the rim whenever he can.
And they double up Edwards. Towns for 3. And they recover it. From downtown, the shot by Conley, no good. Portland has got 2 of 5 threes to go here in the 4th. Stolen by Conley. Outside Edwards. Here's the teardrop, and it's blocked by Thibault. And it's out of bounds to Minnesota. There's 39 seconds left to play in the 4th. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
Yeah, they blocked out the noise, blocked out the distractions, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
Towns down low. He's covered by Grant. The shot by Towns, no good. Pass to Simons. To the wing, right side. And here's Grant from the arc. The shot won't fall. So we see the Timberwolves taking the W here. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and...
Allie, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight.
be the Raptors off the tip. Let's check out Toronto's starting lineup. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. OG Anunoby is out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Pirtle in at center. Barnes can't get it to go.
And you can tell right there, the defense is totally fine with him shooting that. That's not his game. Boy, guys, when you think about the prototypical modern wing, Scotty Barnes, the reigning Rookie of the Year, certainly fits that mold, already proving to be a well-rounded two-way player.
The kick out to Barnes. Out left to the wing. Siakam with it. And Siakam throws it down.
An emphatic finish by Mr. Siakam. Yes, sir.
And with Barnes, he's only scratching the surface of how good he can be.
GA, there is no question about that. Barnes is on the fast track to becoming a star. Why? Because he can score, defend, rebound, and even serve as a playmaker if need be. This is about developing those skills continuously and becoming more consistent.
Back to Lillard. And Lillard gets double teamed. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Clock at 6. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Outstanding handles from the clever guard. Lillard crafty with it in his hand and can create for anybody.
Now here's Barnes. Crafty move. Lillard with the rebound. And so Nurkic will bring it up for Portland. Grant the pass to Simons. It's tipped. Here's Nurkic. Plays it up and banks it in.
And with his skill, Nurkic can score from anywhere on the court. But when you're 280, his skills probably better utilized inside.
VanVleet wide open. No good from outside. Trailblazers have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And Lillard kicks to Thibault. A three-pointer, no good. Toronto's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And the Raptors doors with one of the elite front offices recognized in the NBA.
And Kevin, because of that, a highly paid one as well. Remember, a recruitment battle, not just with the NBA, but English soccer, to keep their leadership intact. But the track record is there to justify that top billing, no doubt about it. Well, this is something Grant does very well. Slams it home when he's got space.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in, Siakam deciding where to go with it. And stolen by Lillard. And Grant with the clear path to the hoop. Simons kicks to Thibault. Passes to Grant. Kicks it out to Lillard. And the dunk by Grant.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
Back to Siakam. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
Well, you love the size and the length of Siakam. So he's comfortable in the painted area. Does nice work there.
And that one's good. Thibault.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
And VanVleet launches it from deep. Shot clock reset for Toronto. Pass to Barnes. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Misses off the left iron.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Here's Simons. Here's Nurkic. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And that's one of the things Nurkic does so well. Absorb contact and still be in control.
The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw this game.
And going back a season ago, they were a pretty average team at the line, about 76% altogether.
Now, here's Siakam. 7 points in the game. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Nurkic with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Here's Simons. Here's Nurkic. That's his 4th basket of the game, and he's only taken 4 shots off to a good start.
And this is where Nurkic gets a lot of his points, staying active even after the shot goes up.
So timeout called here, the first for the Raptors. And the Raptors going out now with a whole new group. 27 seconds left in the first. Barton kicks to Trent. Back to Barton. And Barton throws it down.
That's unselfishness from Trent Jr. We know he wants to score, but when your teammate's that wide open, just simply put the ball where it needs to be.
Here's Grant. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
A year ago, he had an 84% success rate on his foul shots, so he was a guy they were always happy to see at the line.
Well, I like how Jeremy Grant continues to work on his game. The jumper is coming along, and he remains an exceptional defensive player.
The kick out to Porter. No one near Boucher as he lets it go. No good on the last second attempt there. The offense coming free and easy as we wrap up the first quarter. Portland out in front. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Portland.
And they've set the tone from the jump. They're looking to pound it inside and score in the paint.
They've also done a great job finding openings and exploiting them. Take those lanes when they're given and turn them into points.
So for Toronto right now, you've got Otto Porter Jr. Achua is out there with Chris Boucher. Then it's Will Barton, and it's Trent in a two-guard.
Quick thinking, wins Dame assist. Finds the open man and the ball instantly there for the finish. And you look at the loyalty Lillard has shown, stuck with the Blazers through thick and thin. It's why he is beloved in Portland.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Nurkic. Good for the fifth time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
And at some point, Greg, you wonder if Lillard is the greatest Blazer of all time.
Listen, he was in the conversation. You'd have to include Walton Drexler up there. But Lillard's resume in Portland has a strong argument. Yeah, he's shown terrific control of the pace and the rhythm of this offense.
And I think they count on him for that. He is a tone setter, extremely unselfish.
Trent outside. And again, no good by Toronto. Portland leading by 11. Lillard dishes to Grant.
First personal foul. First team foul.
We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Lillard shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And in this era of positionless basketball, of course, we're starting to see some guards who end up playing in that dunker spot, down low, more than on the perimeter.
Let's call them little big men, Kevin. Guys like Bruce Brown, Gary Payton II. These are powerful athletes, unbelievable vertical spacers. They set great screens. They can finish as a roller. I love the use of these undersized guys who don't necessarily shoot it well in this role. Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Bible on the wing and stolen by Barnes. Fast break. Here come the Raptors. And Siakam throws it down.
Now just show off that basketball IQ, Mr. Fred VanVleet. Pretty pass, sir.
Here's Grant. Here's the pass to Nurkic. And Pirtle sends it back. And he gets it back.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line.
At the line for your Trailblazers.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, it took Nurkic a while to kind of establish himself as a starting center in the NBA, but it didn't take long to see it's a role he deserves. And we see Portland revamping on the fly. A lot of changes but it's not a rebuild. This new look roster hoping to keep the Blazers relevant while also giving them a greater upside long term.
Boy, at his size, Fred VanVleet has to be so crafty on the interior. Defense has nothing for him there.
Here's Nurkic. It falls for the 6th time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long. There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Grant gets a wide open look. No good on the 3. Raptors trail by 10. 1:39 left in the first half of basketball. The lead now cut to single digits. Anunoby's got 5.
I'll tell you, it's 6'8" with elite athleticism. Good luck checking OG Anunoby on the interior.
Kicks it out to Grant. There's the triple. Toronto grabs the miss. Pass to Barnes. All alone. And again, it's Toronto converting.
Quick release from Scotty Barnes. My goodness, pre-shot preparation was on point.
That one goes in. Lillard's got 6 in the quarter.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that's simply stated a terrific play.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And you watch the way that Siakam plays. It can get you in the open court or in half-court sets. Great forward who gives you a little bit of everything.
52 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
And for a point guard, Lillard has some hops. Outstanding at knowing when to use them for the dunk.
Now the feed to Grant over Siakam. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. That one goes on Anunoby. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here, and he makes the 1st.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow a coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
And it's a completely new group for Toronto. Lillard against Barton. Trent passes to Porter. Back to Trent. Good, and a nice assist from Porter.
The defense trying to get physical and shake up Gary Trent Jr., and he's not having any of it.
And Toronto turns it over again. "20 seconds left in the first half of the game. Grant for 3. Hits it from 3-point range. Grant's got 13.
Well, Grant is going to have to expand his range. And how about the confidence on that jumper?
Here's Trent. The kick out to Porter. Knocks down the 3 ball. Porter's got 7 now in this quarter.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on it.
Lillard, and Lillard throws it down.
Oh! Is Dame trying to get in the dunk contest? Looked like it on that incredible.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. One guy who's been getting it done is Jusuf Nurkic.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
It felt like his work on the interior really gave this offense a boost. Let's see if he can dominate the rest of the way.
Now a timeout called by Portland.
The Raptors are only a few years removed from its championship in 2019. Boy, a lot has changed since then.
Nurkic the pivot with Grant at the other post spot. At lead guard, it's Lillard with Simons by his side. And it's Thibault in at the small forward position. So that's who Chauncey Billups starts the second half with. Here's the screen. Back to Achua. The kick out to Barton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And some changes here for the Raptors.
Substitution on the court.
And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for Portland. Lillard, the pass to Thibault. It's deflected. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Launches a 3. Lillard misses. A lot of change. Toronto is without some of the key pieces from that title team, and it wasn't that long ago. But, Greg, they haven't had to go through a full rebuild. There are some remaining parts.
Listen, the talent they have is still undeniable, and they've got a good mix of young up-and-comers and players in the prime of their careers.
Boy, when he's this deep, it's going to be tough to stop him, especially with a smaller defender.
Thibault, the pass to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And more points for Nurkic. He can do this from time to time when he gets in a rhythm.
Back to Van Vliet. Anunoby in the corner. And Pirtle has it in the corner. And the shot goes in. Pirtle's got his second basket of the game.
Well, this is the expectation for Jakob Poeltl. His scoring in the post has to be there for him.
The pass to Simons. Lets it go from deep. Drills it from outside. And the Trailblazers lead by 11.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Van Vliet on the wing. On the wing, Barnes. Over Thibault. And an air ball on that one. Way off. Portland leading by 11. Grant kicks to Simons. Grant against Pirtle. Stolen by Van Vliet. Pirtle inside. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
You love to see him powering through the contact to get the bucket and one. Pirtle with a show of some strength.
The free throw drops for Pirtle.
And you look at Jakob Poeltl, great touch and presence inside the paint. Can get you with a move or just power his way to the hoop.
Well, as soon as you recognize a size mismatch, you have to attack.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. Kicks it to Pirtle. On the wing, Anunoby. Back to Pirtle. And Anunoby, here we go.
Oh, give it to him at the rim, OG Anunoby. That's power, athleticism, beautifully done.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Grant outside. Pass to Simons. Fast break Toronto. Here's Anunoby. Siakam trying to free himself up. Anunoby, no good. Portland leading by 8. And Greg Pirtle has so many options to score inside.
And that's why he's such an efficient scorer, Kevin. Very composed at the rim. Doesn't need a lot of time to get his shot off inside.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And guys, that block could really help change the momentum of this game.
Here's Simons. Thibault, the pass to Grant. Right wing. And Portland with another turnover here. Raptors trail by 8. Trent outside. He's looking for Porter and finds him. And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
1:12 left in the third. Left side, Porter. Here's Trent. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Boy, Otto Porter with the pretty delivery. That's nice.
Simons kicks to Lillard. Back to Simons. Grant for three. It's hauled in by Trent. Toronto, they've gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. Barton, no luck. 2-for-1 chance here.
Let's see if they use the clock to their advantage.
Makes it off the glass. Grant's got 15 points.
Well, this is why Jeremy Grant's size is important. Stretches out beautifully whenever he's close to the rack.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Barton surveying the floor. Down low. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut back down again to 6 with the basket from Trent.
Well, Trent Jr. has a reputation of being a shooter, but don't sleep on his athletic ability and skill. Nice finish inside.
And there's Grant on the assist by Nurkic. He's got 17.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
Otto Porter rises up, hammers it home on the dunk, and boy, what lift he got on that one.
He gets it up. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Trailblazers lead by... We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Now a timeout called by Portland. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Guys, over the break, Chauncey Billups had some advice for his team. He told them, look, we're in a good spot. But one thing I want you guys to do is stay in the moment. Don't look ahead. Stay in the moment and compete. Kevin, we'll see if they can keep focused.
Okay, David, thanks. So the Raptors 5 right now. The forwards are Barnes and Siakam. And Van Vliet out there with Anunoby. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. And Damian Lillard with the jam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
Well, you love that he wants to wear out the defense. What a catalyst for his team. Incredible.
And wait to finish and cut into that lead a little bit.
Yeah, but look at the basket, guys, still shaking. Simons, the pass to Nurkic, and it's out of bounds. The Raptors will take it the other way. Raptors trail by 6. Here's Van Vliet. Lays it up off the glass.
When you have vision at the forward spot, it always opens up and elevates a team. Scotty Barnes passing on display.
Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
And you talk about clutch plays, I mean, defensively and offensively, and we saw it right there.
Thibault kicks to Nurkic. Back to Thibault. Simons on the wing. To the middle. Here's Lillard. It's rebounded by Anunoby.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Covered by Lillard. And it's all evened up.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
And Nurkic has it in the corner. No good, unable to end this run.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And Lillard kicks to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
Well, to me, Jeremy Grant is getting more and more confident and assured as an offensive player. He's starting to feel himself a little bit, guys.
Anunoby with it. Lillard picks him up. Barnes passes to Van Vliet. Covered by Simon. 6 on the shot clock. Lillard comes with the double team, and 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And there's the call, Portland the foul. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Toronto.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And their fast break has also been a key metric in this one. They have had a significant advantage in transition over the course of this game.
At the elbow, Nurkic. And now in transition, it's Barnes. Here we go. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And you've got to wonder just how big those points are going to be. A swing like that could decide the outcome.
Lillard against Van Vliet.
2 minutes in the game. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the fourth. And Siakam throws it down.
Well, there's elite athleticism by Pascal Siakam. Makes that easy work.
Nurkic kicks to Grant. That's short off the rim. Toronto with the ball. They've gone on a 16-2 run, not allowing much. Pass to Anunoby. Kicks it out to Siakam. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Trailblazers trail by 6. Three-pointer, Lillard. He can't get that one.
Simply put, a bad shot, guys. They all know they can get a better look than that.
Van Vliet passes to Siakam. And too long on the shot. And turnovers have been the issue for him.
You can see the coaches have gotten into him a little bit about this. They've got to do a better job of taking care of the ball.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Boy, when it's this close, you try not to give up these kinds of buckets. Boy, you got to do better defensively.
Thibault kicks to Nurkic. Back to Thibault. Stolen by Van Vliet. A drive by Barnes.
Oh, Scotty Barnes off the deck into the cup. Nice finish.
Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Trying to find Anunoby. Gets it to him.
Well, nice job crashing the glass. You'd love to see that kind of effort.
And it's Portland with the rebound.
And the timing just not there on that attempted alley-oop.
Just a missed connection, and it happens. I'm sure they will go back to it if given the opportunity.
Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And it's the Raptors' ball. They're on an 18-4 run. Siakam passes to Van Vliet. Lobbed up there for Barnes. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Grant for 3. And so it's the Raptors winning this one. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem to bother them. I mean, road team, home team, all I know is they were the better team.
Well said.